God, guys, I cannot wait to get 7-star Traya, and here's kind of my thinking behind it. It's gonna take a very long time, like a really long time.
A really long time? I might even have a big white Santa Claus beard.
You know, by the time I get her, maybe she'll be useful. In like a year, maybe 4. I mean, it depends how strong your guild is. The 20 guilds probably in the world doing heroic Sith raid. But, my friends, we're going to talk about Traya anyway because she's supposed to be good, and I'm trying to be optimistic, so here's my approach. Let's get right into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today we're going to be talking about Darth Traya. She's, well, she's pretty good. And we're going to be talking about what makes her amazing, and I'm going to be doing some arena battles while I kind of just talk about how great she is. And unfortunately, we have to get her through the Sith raid, which really just hurts right there for me because the Sith raid is really stalled, in my opinion. I haven't really enjoyed the game mode as much as I did before. They've done some good things with the raid rewards, and I appreciate that. It's kind of hurting the community a lot, and I don't know if that's just me. Actually, I know it's not just me, but I don't want to trash talk the game too much because I know the devs worked hard. I know they continue to work hard, but it's not that great. So let's throw in my good old Imperial Troopers. Now, I don't really like Phase 4. It turns into a giant poop show, for appropriate words there. So and we're just going to quickly talk about Traya in the arena and why she's so good. So one of the big abilities of hers that's, like, in my opinion, the big daddy of them all is Isolate. It dispels all buffs on target enemy, increase their cooldowns by 1, and inflict isolation. Now, isolation is a little bit similar to Thrawn's Fracture. Basically, they can't gain buffs, can't gain positive stats effects, can't attack out of turn. We'll pop in a little crit immunity there. Characters damaging this unit getting off critical chance up and health steal up, which I like a lot. Health steal up is kind of a new buff that it's not new, but it's a new element of the game that's been in there for a while. Nihilus, and they've just kind of used it a little bit more recently. We should probably kill this guy. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what I hate about the raid that really hurts a lot of people is Nihilus. Just the Nihilus problem with the regaining protection. It's foul. And Death Mark helps, but the constant regaining of protection and Bye Bye Stark, cool. It hurts. It stalls the game. And then also, isolated enemies don't go away until Traya is defeated or another enemy is isolated. So in other words, it's a 4-turn cooldown. So you're going to be isolated for 4 turns, which is crazy. I mean, that's like 4 times the power of Fracture. Granted, when Thrawn has Fracture down, his speed goes down to 50% of his normal speed. So it's a little different, but that's a big daddy because that stalls your progression into fighting Traya. Now, I don't have any footage of me fighting Traya because I'm not a game changer. I wish. Oh my.
How embarrassing.
Don't see that. Don't look at that. But I will say that what I've seen from the videos of the Game Changers is that she is the real deal. Let's go with this team. Maybe we'll spice things up. And then her other ability that really hits home is Lord of Betrayal. Sith allies have 40% critical avoidance and 40% potency. Whenever a debuffed enemy takes damage, all Sith allies recover 10% max health, or I guess 10% health. When an enemy uses an ability outside their turn, they take damage equal to 35% of their max health. This damage can't defeat enemies, much like Palpatine with his 5%, max health. I don't know what it's called, takeaway, something like that. And then whenever an enemy gains a buff outside their turn, they lose 50% offense until their next turn. That really helps fighting off Rex teams. So let's say Rex cleanses the entire team, and anybody who gained a buff, which everybody does because it's tenacity up, they lose offense up. So that kind of like stalls them again. So Traya does a really good job of controlling the battle. All right, I skipped a little part because I messed up, guys. But on offense, you'll be able to control her a lot better. On defense, I feel like she'll just kind of isolate the wrong people, maybe at the wrong time. Now, she could be a really good stalling, kind of annoying Thrawn-like character because of that isolate that slows down, you know. Whenever one of your guys gets fractured, it's really frustrating. You always want to fracture first, so it might become a race of who isolates who first in each game mode. And then from there, you can just control the battle, who, you know, of course, speed wins, so you gotta be careful about that. Move isolate. Let's move, yep, okay. Unbreakable will on Rey. No, R2 would be better for it. Never mind. Frustration. Alright, put on autoplay. We're gonna do one arena battle, and that's gonna be that. So, my opinion's on Traya. Very good. Very hard to get. Very frustrating. Low battery. Always a bad thing. Yeah, she's just very frustrating to get. I would think, you know, if you can get in a Sith raid, you know, tier 7 guild, go for it. I would argue that's probably a good call. It's kind of like the General Kenobi change up. You know, when you have General Kenobi in the arena, it really changed how everything was in the game. And it's going to be similar with that with Traya. Maybe not exactly the same because there's more diversity now than there was before. But I would argue she's a pretty big component of the arena, and I would probably focus my attention on her. That being said, the Sith raid is pain. It really is. It's just so slow, and you just feel like you're getting nowhere on it. There's not much you can do. All the characters you like to use, like Darth Vader's Zeta, and you know, Emperor Palpatine's debuffs or whoever, it's just so ineffective, which is a bummer. Another team I would highly recommend working on, just in general, like, you know, you can focus on Traya, maybe Sith Raid. First Order is kind of making a comeback. Kylo Ren, unmasked, is literally a boss. I'm not even kidding you guys. He is so good. He is the best 1v1 character I've honestly seen. His stun, his unavoidable stun, plus his giant health steal on his special. He just does a lot of good things. So I would kind of focus your attention a little bit towards that, and then also towards the First Order Executioner. As you guys can see, good things happen with him, and he's like kind of like Maul. He just kills somebody, gains 100% turn meter, and then will bams them with the little staff of Ra. So that's really cool. That would be another guy I would highly recommend working on. This battle is kind of in the bag. We could put on auto, but what's the fun in that? Maybe we'll put on auto so I can think a little bit more. Yeah, guys, so that's really all I've got for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like. I hope that gives you kind of an idea what I think about Traya. Good, painful, but good. No pun intended, because she's a Sith. But really, all I've got for this channel coming up soon is I'm going to get a green screen so you guys can't see my room anymore. I hope you're okay with that. And then also, I'm going to be really busy, so I'm not going to upload a video for about a week again. I'm sorry. School's important right now. That's my #1 priority. I don't know how the other guys do it. I literally don't know if they have no lives or something, because they put out content like crazy, and they claim to be more busy than me. So, I don't know. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what I'm doing here. If you don't like it, be sure to tell me why so I can make it better. That's really one of the big goals of mine, because I want to make my content the best it can be. So that's all I've got. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.